Top Hill Recording Podcast, episode 194. Our guest tonight, iLL ViBE Tribe.
Ready, and yeah. Check it out now. Yeah. These are the it goes a little something like this. Pain from heavy chains, but I'm changing everything. Still smiling through it. Cheesing like some stuffed crust. We don't really discuss much. My homie Word Up. Bunch of rappers that I never heard of. People want beef, and I love cheeseburgers. I mean, what the fuck is that? They want to threaten me with a good time while I'm watching Good Times, while I'm writing good lines. Yeah, I put these bars together, and I'm going through a storm, and there's some shit that's hard to weather. Like the Super Friends meet the Avengers, my whole team OP. Hope you get neck crooks and back pains if you sleep on me. Hungry, never thirsty, I got a lot on my plate. These are the breaks. Navigate through all your hate. All these fucking hits and snakes, they lie to your face, but I need something real. Hungry, never thirsty, I got a lot on my plate. These are the breaks. Navigate through all your hate. All these fucking hits and snakes, they lie to your face, but I need something real. 3 a.m. and I'm wide awake. Because say he ain't heard no heat in this city. Well, here's your Q-tip. If you know, my whole entire tribe's a fucking movement. I be fucking up, getting better with more improvement. New Burgian methods, and this is how we do this. I even drew up a blueprint, a bunch of exclusive new shit. I told you keep your donations and your 2 cents and your excuses. I'm gross, like carrots inside of your pot roast and all of this pot smoke. I told Rail to go to Chicago, grab some popcorn. After this pandemic, we gon' wild out and rock shows. For every hating motherfucker, you can die slow. I keep it 200 like when you playing Monopoly and the homies pass go. It's BRAiNiAK, your favorite lovable asshole. Hungry, never thirsty, I got a lot on my plate. These are the breaks. Navigate through all your hate. All these fucking hits and snakes, they lie to your face, but I need something real. Hungry, never thirsty, I got a lot on my plate. These are the breaks. Navigate through all your hate. All these fucking hits and snakes, they lie to your face, but I need something real. I said I'm tired of that. So sick and tired of that. I said I'm tired of that. So sick and 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 tired of that fake shit. Chill. Yep. Chill. Let's go. 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 Let's go now. 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 Let's go, 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 let's slow down. Let's slow down. Let's slow down. Yes, sir. Daymont, give me a beat, brother. Let's get it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's groove. Yeah. Yeah. Let's move. Let's move. Let's groove. It goes like something like this. Can't really sing, but tell your story so I know. Oh. I said tell your story so I know. Oh. I said tell your story so I know. Oh. I said tell your story so I know. I said page after page, chapter after chapter. I'm trying to take a day, filling up with laughter. I let her see you smile. We've been at this for a while, but I've been living in the now. You've been living in denial. Loving affection on the mental now. I gotta keep my hands and I'ma stay when in doubt. A bunch of big dreams and glamour getting out. That's what she told me. I never air it out. I keep it low key. She likes to mix the orange juice with the OE. I told her I'm a skeptic and she had to show me. She don't like to put it in a pot. She like to roll tree. She only really do it when she's smoking with me. And when I veer off, girl, you keep me on path. I found my soulmate. Better get my other tell your story. So I know. Oh. I said tell your story. So I know. Oh. I said tell your story, so I know. Oh. I said tell your story, so I know. Check it out. Page after page, chapter after chapter. I'm trying to take your story and fill it with it. Let us see you smile. We've been living this for now, but I'm living in it now. We've been at this for a while. Loving affection on the mental now. I gotta keep my hands and I'ma stay when in doubt. A bunch of big dreams and glamour getting out. That's what she told me. I never air it out. She keep it low key. She likes to mix the orange juice with the OE. I told her I'm a skeptic and she had to show me. I don't like to middle in a pot. She like the roll tree. She only really do it when she's smoking with me. And when I veer off, girl, you keep me on path. I found my soulmate. Better get my other ill. Your story, so I know. Oh. Tell your story, so I know. Oh. Tell your story, so I know. Oh. Tell your story, so I know. I really wanna 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 know. I'm not one of those. Never one of those. I really wanna know. I really wanna know. I really wanna know. Yeah. I really wanna know. I really wanna know. Yeah. I really wanna know. 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 I said, tell your story, so I know. Oh. I said, tell your story, so I know. Oh. I said, tell your story, so I know. Oh. I said, tell your story, so I know. Yeah. Dance. Yeah. Yes, sir. One, two, ready, and welcome to the danger room. The danger room. Check it out. Jersey in the Raptor swaying back and forth. Swerve, hugging turns in the Porsche. All this talent God giving on my Lord. Cause they wanna take up arms, falling on my sword. Almost fruits of my labor. Smart with my cash, never losing my paper. I'm a hustler, I gotta stay true to my nature. Brand new Armani suit from the tailors. Started a tribe and then recruited my neighbors to give the game a facelift like test on boots in the chamber. They wanna call him king, but I just wanna break that stigma. They wanna call me nigga, I reply I am enigma. They wanna call me jerk, I'm still doing my Dougie. Sitting real pretty, but doing them ugly. I keep the receipts in this heat on my feet when I speak on the streets.
All this talent around me has me questioning the worthiness of my own soul. My emotions spiral out of control. I'm going through all the highs and the lows, the heats and the colds, the unrest and evening sweats that accompany both. He says a Christian prayer, but he'll never know if Jesus will. Assalamu alaikum and then forsaken his heathen soul. Where it stands, but is heaven ever a heathen's goal? As it stands, heaven is ever out of reach of those who fix their mouths and spew the words that a demon chose. But those the words that seem to rock the crowds at all the shows. Those the words that have you meeting with these groupie hoes. For Karma Sutra, then super soak 'em with semen old. You thought of love, but of course it's lust what a demon chose. The luscious ass, busting warmth of a demon's hold. Compared to righteousness in a world that'll leave him froze, can make a man reconsider the price of a spirit soul. Whoa.
Welcome to the danger room.
Whoa.
Welcome to the danger zone.
Whoa.
You might not make it home. Nah. The danger zone. Nah, the danger zone. You might not make it home. Yeah. The danger zone. The danger zone. Yeah, you might not make it home. Yeah, the danger zone. The danger zone. You might not make it home. Yeah, the danger room. Yeah. Yes, sir. I like that little thing you were doing with the county and kind of sitting with that. Yeah. Said setting yourself up for problems you can't win. All up in the deep end but can't swim. No time for fake friends. They asking who am I? Reply that I'm setting yourself up for problems you can't win. All up in the deep end but can't win. No time for fake friends. They asking who am I? Reply that I'm setting yourself up for problems you can't win. All up in the deep end but can't swim. No time for fake friends. They asking who am I? I reply that I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. They asking who am I? I reply that I'm. Whether it's paper or plastic, you can keep your baggage. Rumor has it I'm a savage. Guess that cat is out the bagging. 2020, I'm still swagging on these maggots. In 2020, they smacking up, they don't know what happened. I come through like Big Boss in the game. Brother Nature putting moss in this plane. Cloud to infection like a moth to a flame. They want me to sell out, but the cost is insane. I just want a couple million, not to get lost in the fame. So you can't win. All up in the deep end but can't swim. No time for fake friends. They asking who am I? I reply that I'm setting yourself up for problems you can't win. All up in the deep end but can't swim. No time for fake friends. They asking who am I? I reply that I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. I replied that I'm him. They asking who am I? So check us out. Magic mirror on the wall, tell me what this mirror sees. It says a man with big ideas and even bigger dreams to remain humble, cause this ego ain't nothing but amplify insecurity. So I remember that, cause I remember back when I first started writing rhymes and getting into rap. I would never interact with a bunch of human beings, just an antisocial being. So being friends with a bunch of people, I was never into that. Open constructive criticism, close the door on negativity. It's funny how they undermine your work and try to question your validity and question your ability. From bury to blame, either way, that boy is still a beast. You must be joking, right? You must be smoking pipe. You think this shit happened overnight? That's an oversight. That's far from the truth. I spit bars in the booth. I was born to be wild, not a part of the zoo. This the art of the coup. You are not as nice as he be, like the daughter of Zeus. There's a great big world out there, you a part of this too. I'm a student of the game, I guess these habits all started in school. But I'm back on my shit, back in my lab again, working like Julius Caesar's back, taking another stab at this. Different flows with different patterns, I got my opponents tapping out, because I'm tapping in, inspired me to rap again. Second, you can't win. All up in the deep end, but can't swim. No time for fake friends. They asking who am I reply that I'm setting yourself up for problems you can't win. All up in the deep end, but can't swim. No time for fake friends. They asking who am I, motherfucker. I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. I'm him, motherfucker, I'm him. I'm him, motherfucker, I'm him. Yeah, I'm him. They asking who am I, I reply that I'm him. They asking who am I, I reply that I'm him. They asking who am I, I reply that I'm him. They asking who am I, I reply that I'm him. Yeah. Motherfucker, I'm him. Yeah. Get out of here. Shout out to my tribe, ill vibe. We in the house. Shout out to Billy Brown. Shout out to DMT. Shout out to Immolation. Shout out to Christian Alexander. And of course, the brain. Yeah, don't they sound so beautiful? Shout out, Newburgh, where I'm from, yeah. And we out. Till next time.
What's going on, you guys?
Man, you know, same old, man.
What's going on, man?
Yes, sir. We're so excited to be on here.
Man, we I know we do this a lot, and I say it all the time, but like tonight we got something special tonight, man.
Big time, yeah.
Man.
Dude, so you know, coming in this room, it's always special. It is. I mean, I never take for granted what we get when we are here on this side of it. You know, Earl's an artist himself. Spencer over there plays. Generally, everybody that's involved on this side of it is a musician as well, has written, does stuff. So to be on this side of it and be able to get all the different stuff is cool, man. But sometimes it's just there's a feel about things, and it just feels good. And tonight, tonight felt good.
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes,
tonight
sir.
was fucking awesome. I told Neil, like, this is my 12th episode as a host. That set was my favorite set for sure.
Oh,
that was
man.
fucking
Are you serious?
fire,
That is
straight up.
awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you
like,
so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
No doubt. Like,
Yes,
that was
sir.
awesome. I've watched, like, this is my first time, I told Neil too, watching like a rap with a live band. I've seen like clips, but I've never like seen it in real life. And this
Man.
was sick. You all are tight. Like, the grooves are fucking awesome, man. Like, it was dope, man. Like I said, I've done like 12 episodes, and we've had all kinds of great acts on here. Ones I really liked, but music wise, this was killer, man.
It's really cool that you guys like you know are into it, because this was something that we just we threw together like a couple months ago. Like we hit you all up and we're like, we saw your show. We were like, yo, we try to get on there. And like, I remember Damon, he was like, dude, hit them up. Like, so email them like right now. And I was like, all right. So I got straight on it. I emailed you guys and we got to work a couple weeks ago.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, and we appreciate you guys having us on, man,
dude,
for real.
This is killer. So, you know, it's I've talked about it before. You know, like, dude, 194 episodes. You kind of sometimes talk about stuff over and over again. But I'm beat driven first. Like I almost listen to the music like that. It has to have something that gets me. You know, has that vibe to it, and that's. Having that in the room always just sits real good in my soul. So, yeah, I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you reached out, and I'm glad that you all have. So, upon doing that, like, is this the first time that you've experienced something like that and kind of reached out and done this?
Yeah, this is the first podcast ever for the Over Tribe. So
we performed, though. We performed, like, as a band, like, last year. It was just, like, a spur of the moment, and we was, like, just going to learn a couple songs and just, like, throw a little show.
Last summer, it was like
last
1.5 practices. Mostly instrumental. Then we did the breaks last, which is, I think, why that song is so dialed in.
Yeah, that was really fun. Ben played the trumpet.
Yeah, that was
for one song. That was really dope.
He played the trumpet.
Yeah. Dude, Ben was a real trooper that night too.
Yeah, you guys are amazing, by the way. Like, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I have a vision, and like as far as vision goes, like it's nothing if you don't, you know, if you get the right people around you, and like I think that's critical, especially when you're collaborating with people. Like brother Bill here, he joined the group like maybe was that 2 years ago, 2 years ago, and like. We used to rap together. We had another rap group that we were all a part of, and you know,
what was the name of that?
That was called Grub City. Grub City, man. Like
Grub City, man.
We were in the garage,
That's
man.
me every time I see a buffet, man.
I mean, it works perfectly. We love food, so I mean, we can talk food with you guys all day.
Oh man, we already have, bro. Pre-podcast, we're talking about tacos and pizza, man. We're talking about Banditos. We got the city covered pretty quick.
I'd love to go to the Golden Corral with y'all.
Hey man, so God, dude, my wife was talking about what was the pizza place down that has that was at Bourbon Beyond Lupo's?
Oh, Pizza Lupo.
Lupo.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
That stuff is ridiculous.
That is fire pizza. Yes. Yeah.
Man, sorry, we're sidetracking the food. Look what happened. Look what happened. It's like that.
Man,
like
food.
Squirrel. Oh, we talking
It's
about
a universal
food
love language, man.
Man.
Shout out Pizza Lupo.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
For real.
I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
Send us a pie anytime. We'll talk about you anytime.
Please.
So how did all this get pulled together? No, well, let me go back because I'm interested to know, especially because this is kind of new, especially for you. Has it changed the way you approach how you attack a verse or an idea compared to how you would if it was just somebody sending you a beat?
Well, I started producing personally like in maybe 2017 because I was on YouTube a lot. So like those were like the dog days, man. We'd get on YouTube and look for the type beats. J. Cole type beat, Kendrick type beat. And it would never be what I wanted. Like being a musician, I've been playing drums since I was 3. So like
I heard you.
I grew up in the church.
Yeah.
It's something like no. This one right here though. That's my dude. That's my dude.
That's well known.
I met him.
It's well known right there.
Me and Dave Bob been rocking together since high school. I was a junior. He came in as a freshman, and that was in 2010, I believe. So me and this dude have been making music for a while, and like Damon's like one of my best friends on this planet, my brother and my dog.
I would say, don't leave me out. But I mean, I would say as far as, you know, approaching your verse to live instruments versus something that you were sent over the internet, like a beat or something.
MP3.
Like an MP3 or something, dude. It feels completely different, you know? There's there's a few more variables when you have a live band behind you that don't present themselves for like a beat that was made in like a program. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's more difficult. It presents different challenges.
I got a question. All right, so you all have played live together. You kind of talked about that for a second. So, and maybe this is from the digital. I don't know if you can have the moments that you have on stage digitally that you have on a band when you all hit something. You look at each other and go, What was that shit?
Yeah. So I grew up in church, man, and like we always call it moving in the spirit. So like, man, like you be on there playing or whatever, man. It's like we just flow with it. We just go with it. You just flow with it, go with it. And I feel like when when it's on a track, you know what I'm saying? It's the rules are set.
Yeah.
There are no rules.
That's the great way to put it.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's jazz. You know what I'm saying? It's free form. A lot of improvisation. You you guys know the word. Improv. Like so there's a lot of room for that. And even when stuff goes wrong, it's enough room for like, was that supposed to happen, or did we make y'all think that happened? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of room to play with that kind of stuff.
You say that in like the breaks, the song. I mean, you talk about that, and when you listen to it for the first time, not knowing, you go, oh, I just messed up. Oh no, I didn't mess up. It's a whole thing. It's not a so you kind of speak to that when you're talking about the freedom to be able to do that. That's man.
I think my opinion on that is like the total, I'm not gonna say the total opposite, but it is different. I think that you do, because I've seen it. We've had those moments before in the studio where we're recording something, and then prime example, we were recording Secret Weapon.
Oh man.
And you went to isolate my vocals to work on something on my vocals, and I stopped rapping, and he cut all the beat off, and as soon as he did it, I'm at the microphone, and I look at him like this, and he looks up at me, and I'm like, bro, you have to drop the beat right there. You have to. It was so perfect. And now that it's a part of the song, it seems like something that you planned.
One thing that I think is like super different between the two is like with digital, like there's so many like variables, and then it can go in so many different ways. But like when you're like live and in it, like you kind of feel where it's going. It's like Braille, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? We're all kind of speaking this language, and we can't finish. We don't know how the sentence ends, but we know where the sentence is going. If that makes sense, you know.
When you got a good enough like rhythm section going on,
you
can sort of look at each other, say, hey, I want to try this out. Especially when you're jamming. Not so much when you're doing a show or anything, but when you're jamming, you can be like, hey, Damont, let's cut at halftime or something.
I was just going to talk about that. You all do that. It might have been the breaks as well. It might have been the reality ends here, where you go to halftime, and then at the very end it comes back to the double time. And
it is so sick. I looked at I was sitting in the control room and I had leaned over to look at you. I was like, oh fuck, that was killer, man.
Thing is like we kind of adapted that song, like, because whenever you hear it, like
it doesn't sound like that at all.
It sounds like that, yes, but it doesn't. Like, and it's so crazy. It sounds both of them sound equally beautiful.
Well, like speaking on a you were saying somebody sending you a beat and then rapping over it. That's sort of what Brandon did to us. You showed us your beat, and then we were, you have
to make it out of thin air. Yeah.
Sounds simpler than what it is,
and that's what makes these guys amazing. Like I could play something for them off a laptop, and these guys start. And by the time it's done, they're playing it. And
so does it feel like taking something from mono to stereo? It's like here, let's take this and make it big,
I could imagine, because you're seeing it in real time. You're seeing 4 or 5 people make the elements come to life.
There's something magic about live musicians playing, especially you all are fucking really good, and there's something really good musicians playing in a room that is magic to me.
Feelings, man.
The tracks are cool. And I didn't know you all were doing until I got here that you all were doing whole band. I didn't know if it was tracks or what, and so I was stoked. I was so stoked. I didn't know.
That's the challenge.
Yeah, it was legit. I was so blown away by this. This was a great time.
I tell you what, too, man. 2 things I can say real quick. Number one, Ben, I've never turned down a bass player and then told him to turn back up. It's like, hey, turn down just a little bit. I'm like, nah. I was like, Earl, turn it up.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we needed it.
We had to feel the bass.
You got it. You needed it.
Ben's dialed in.
And then,
Got that bass knob.
Hey, he hit the producer switch. Just hit that switch.
Exactly.
Like, it's great. The knob that does absolutely nothing. This does nothing. Smiling. And then Alex, you set your choices on guitar are so well. I don't know if they're just so well thought out and set so good, and then you turn that around and do that with turntables.
Thank you. Yeah.
Like,
so the breaks, if you listen to the actual song, he produced the beat, and it's like a sample from some jazz guitar or something. So I'm pretty much emulating a sample. I'm playing exactly, I don't know who originally played it, but I'm playing exactly what that track calls for. And so in a way it makes it easy, because I think if the decision's totally in my hands, it's not always great. But on Reality Ends Here, I kind of had to make more decisions, and it ended up being okay. So I appreciate that. But the breaks was a bit easier to follow, because if you listen to that track, it's kind of like some sort of R&B sample, and it sounds really good. It's just a reverb drenched guitar, and I just kind of follow those footsteps. But Reality Ends Here was fun because that was a challenge. I definitely had to make something up, and we had like 2 decent practices before this, and that was it.
Actually, we ran like a skeleton of it. Like, it was like super bass form. But it's funny that you say that about Alex, because like whenever Alex hit the melody on Reality Ends Here for the first actual time, like I legitimately had goosebumps going up the like whole right side of my head.
Choices, man.
And I was like, dude, do that. Like,
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
And, that's kind of like always why I've like fucked with like the homies, you know what I'm saying? Like Alex, Ben, Sam. Just we've all
keep everybody in.
It feels good, and we all listen to a lot of different stuff. We all actually, like in our cars on the way here, driving separate or whatever, probably are listening to way different stuff. But like when we can find this common ground, and we all feel like we're expressing ourselves, and we're all like happy with what we're doing, it feels really good. And obviously, he's presenting us a song, and we're doing a decent job at recreating it. So it's fun.
I think last time we did this, we talked about choices, man. I mean, there's something to be said about knowing what to play, when to play it, and what not to play, if not to play anything at all. I swear,
definitely important.
It is. It's. I mean, Sam, you do the same shit. I mean, you do the same exact thing.
I think Sam's the glue. I think Sam's the glue. Honestly, I do.
There are certain players, especially that are on keys, that can do different things, play organ, play pads, different stuff, that are the glue, and they're like the silent assassins of the group. It's always the keys and the bass player. It's always and then the tightest drummers. So you all have landed in this weird bunch, but fortunately. That does all that, and then has like this flavor that's added on top, and then you get to make put ridiculous lyricism and choices lyrically over top of all that, man. I mean, it's hard not to think it's going to be ridiculous.
It really is. I was gonna. How often do y'all play out? Are you playing out a lot, or
we're actually trying to do more stuff.
We tried to do one show, and there was one. It was 4 songs, 3 were instrumental with a trumpet, so it was nice.
Shit.
But then the breaks was the 4th. It was at a vegan restaurant.
It was at Flora's closing event last year.
Shout out Cypher Divine.
Yeah.
That was last July. That was like on my birthday, I think.
We did. We shut it down.
We did actually a great set. And this is the second ever. And like each time it's been 10 days maybe getting together twice in that time.
You all got to do some fucking shows, man.
Let
me send you my contact list. I got like 20, 30 places around town.
I really think we could. I think this, I don't see much of this. It's out there in the world, but around here, I don't see it much. And I enjoy playing it. I think it actually sounds good. And like you said with the lyrics, like when we create these, I'm like, okay, like instrumentally, something's happening. Then I forget there's a whole song written with dope lyrics. And then he starts spitting, and I'm like, oh, this is good. Like,
I would make like there number one, there's a there's a place for you all in the scene. That's
you
going
gotta
on.
you gotta get in there.
There's
man.
definitely not only that. I mean, the one thing that I love, the more mature I get in my life, and just like stop and take a step back and realize that there's room for everybody. You got to cheer each other on. You got to spot this guy. He does it, a lot. Everybody that I really want to surround myself in my life at this point is that type of person. They want to see you succeed. They cheer on your success. They realize that your success is not their failure.
Yeah,
and it
absolutely.
doesn't step on. It doesn't step on them doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta do that, and so. I'm telling you, man, like you guys, church friends and the guys that they're with, Trap King, Joey Phantom, there's so many good musicians that are playing with live bands right now that I'm telling you, I always talk about Louisville has its own scene and its own flavor, and it's so vast because it's so eclectic and its own thing, man. And you guys just kind of encapsulate that for me,
man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Big time.
Man.
Oh yeah,
we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best part about Louisville's music scene is like we're really supportive, and people do want you to succeed, and you all you should go succeed, like do some shows. We'll hodgepodge a show. You can jump on my honky tonk band, and we'll do something crazy. Man. I don't give a shit. Like I am down. Like you all are really good, big time.
Thank you, man. That is the cool part is I wouldn't be surprised to see you guys play in front of like Earl or Dusty or anybody. I mean, that's
get on some. I'm gonna send you after this. I'll send you my contact list and get you some shows, man.
We would appreciate that, brother, for real.
I'll talk about this, and this may be completely edited out, depending on how this talk goes. So I've got an idea that I've been thinking about for a while, and it was a way to figure out how to like do a show that really is something that would encapsulate, or I've never said that twice in a day. I said it twice.
It's a really good word. It's hard not to say it a lot.
After I said, I was like, dude, I know a word.
Beautiful. Encapsulate.
When you want to close something up.
This isn't getting cut out because that word's too good. So keep going. We're following you.
So just to figure out a way to like present this to people that don't listen to podcasts or really search out local music and make a night once a month or something where maybe everybody that we have on for the month comes on and plays a set. So it would be like you guys and the next group if it's a singer-songwriter, and the next group if it's a full band with the Southern rocker, and then so it would be one of those shows to where it doesn't matter what you sound, what your genre is, you are getting exposed to people that want to hear good music.
Yeah, something for everybody.
Personally, I think that's a really cool idea.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It's like you're saying everyone's cheering everyone on, which is great, but also it's sort of like open mic, but with a little more preparation. And like everyone's friends can come, and it's just I don't know. I just think why not? I think live music's always great.
Yeah.
And I'd rather it be 5 bands that sound completely different than no bands at all.
Yeah.
Dude,
there's a place that I'm in particular thinking about that, they don't sell anything, and it's all about the music, and that's, it's totally.
And they've done some
rap
shows.
They've done everything.
Yeah, who knows?
Done a little bit of everything.
Talking about the Monarch?
Maybe I am. Everybody knows my love for Mark and my affinity for the Monarch and Earl. It's
shout outs.
It's the baddest place in the world, and it's so important, and it is about exactly the same type of mindset that we have. It's about we want you to play. We want you to get paid by people that want to pay you. We're not selling drinks. We're not selling burgers. We're not here to make money off of you. We want you to. We want you to succeed.
Just the presentation of the music.
That's
beautiful,
awesome.
man.
Your success is our success.
Yes.
If people want to see you, they want to be here. If they want to be here, maybe they'll see another band that they didn't know that they wanted to
That's dope.
love. So, I mean, dude, man.
Yeah, an abundance mindset.
Yeah, for sure.
Not a scarcity mindset.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think we see that more and more these days, dude. I really do.
I think
really do.
I think Louisville's music scene is starting to take off. I think we've we've seen other cities do it, and typically what it takes for a city to be truly successful as far as music goes is for everybody to contribute to the scene. You know, you can't be only focused on yourself. If you're not, you can't expect people to show up and support you if you're not willing to show up and support other people. So I think Louisville is turning into a city where the artists here understand that we have to support each other. And I mean, it's like you said, your success isn't my failure. As a matter of fact, me supporting you may help me achieve more success myself.
Exactly.
So, Damon and I, Sam also played in the band, but not at the time. Play a couple shows, and every night I do it, I'm genuinely surprised at how different every band is. It'll be like an indie pop band, and then our and Damon and Coda's group will be like a cafe jazz. And then like the guys after us will be like a progressive metal type band.
I think that show was really sweet.
I really like that aspect of the Louisville crowd.
I think that's fun.
Yeah, that's
I know what show you're talking about.
Hey, you know what else?
really do.
There are groups out there that are like that. It's like, I thought you were a country band. Why are you playing this, like punk song all of a sudden?
Because we're friends.
Yeah, I mean,
well, dude, I think that's another important part about it is just like kind of just finding like that inspiration and like knowing that inspiration is one day gonna like not inspire you anymore. You know what I'm saying? So kind of trying to push past that, like, okay, what is gonna inspire me after this? You know what I'm saying? Or what else is gonna give me hype to keep doing what I want to do? So that way, like, it's still fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Keeping your finger on the pulse.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. For real.
But always like endlessly recreating. Like I think one thing I always talk about with Damon is like what's next. Like I never try to focus on. I always think about things in phases. Like like Marvel. I try to set up
When is our Infinity War gonna hit? You know what I'm saying?
So are you steps ahead?
Yeah, and like, I mean, it's like trying to live in the moment, but at the same time, like, it's the BRAiNiAK, man. I can't sleep at night sometimes. Like, I'm always thinking, like, all right, man, what if we do this to this song? What if this song? Thinking about track list, set list, what we can do on stage, or what we can do. Like, all right, man, I'm thinking about, like, how do we do what tour? Like, how do we start looking up hotels? Like, what are the cheapest hotels and things, or whatever, like. Just trying to figure out just what's next. Like, just that way you're always looking forward to something. Like, like you ever look at something on the calendar, you got that, 3 weeks, that's happening. Just I have to feel like as an artist, that's important. Just to always have something, no matter what it is, how small or how big or whatever it is, it's just huge. Something to do. Like this was something that was on the calendar for a while. Like we had a show, just the rap side of it. Like we had a show a couple months ago, and we had that circled on the schedule for like a long time. And I just feel like having, especially the stuff that's far out that we know that's gonna be 5 months, 6 months ahead, getting that stuff ready, you know what I'm saying, just gearing up for it. That way we came here, we were ready.
It also keeps you motivated when you know you have things to do. Right.
Something to strive to.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're not doing it for no reason, you know? So when they told me that we were going to be on the podcast, awesome, man. And you feel those creative juices start flowing again. Okay, this means something to somebody. Right. And other than me. The shows, same thing. When you go out to the shows and people are telling you, I like your music, even if it's just the one person. Man. You know what I'm saying? You know that you're not doing it for no reason.
It still blows my mind. Like hearing y'all even talk about how y'all should get out here. We're like,
you need to get out there, man. Like you're fucking up if you don't. Like you all are really good. It does just take one person to make you feel good. You all,
and yeah, man, I agree with that totally. And the more you get out there, the more of those relationships you'll create, and you'll just stay busy. You'll absolutely stay busy because I mean, there's just too many spots, too many people that want to play. Yeah, man, it's a no-brainer for me as far as like.
You all are the missing link to make more shows happen for us. We will be forever grateful.
So wait, that's it. Before I started talking, I did want to say this: the biggest thing I think that is going to make sure that you do propel it to that next thing is you don't be a victim. Don't fall victim of waiting for someone to come and ask you to play.
You
I'm
gotta,
that guy.
you gotta bug the shit out of people.
Yeah,
like,
I'm that guy.
I'll give you my email list, but you gotta keep reaching out, and like you'll have videos and stuff from this. Send them that shit. That's when I book stuff. I use the videos I did here, and and they go, oh shit, that's what y'all sound like, and that's you'll be set, man.
Well, I think this is probably the best example of any evidence of us existing yet. So like, for sure.
You know what though?
We have a couple of like Instagram live videos.
That's probably so like my cat's probably jumping over your phone. Like,
you know what? But I really got to say, I hope that is 194 episodes in. I really do hope that's part of the charm of this podcast and what we've been doing and hoping to be able to provide is to show that there are musicians and artists and creative minds like all of you all that are right here.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need to go outside. Dude, I listen to pop radio and I'm like, holy crap. And God love them. I'm looking into the camera. And if this is point, I am sorry to say this out loud. I love WFPK, but like some of the stuff they play that is not Louisville stuff and it's outside and that they focus on, I'm just like, what are we doing? There's so many good artists that all you got to do is push play. I know that you get the 5/0 tunes. I know that there's, even if it's a shitty recording, good Lord, there's stuff to be played. Like, make it easy submittable. Make it almost everything's a yes. Get it out there. I don't know how to make Louisville music bigger, and that's not our goal. It really is to expose. I'm sorry I'm involving you in this, Earl. This might be edited too, if Earl says so. But I don't know how to do that, and I don't think that's our thing here. But dude, I'm telling you, there's just so much good stuff right here. How do you make it bigger? How do you make more people here exposed to it?
Yeah,
Spencer's over like,
I mean, I have an idea. So basically, if you can surround, if you can get the community to support the community, and with how much, travel, people do in and out of Louisville on a weekly basis,
especially around Derby.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I mean, if the local community, which I know if I go on a vacation or something like that, if it's a new place, I go straight to the locals and ask, who do I go see? Where do I go eat? And where do I go drink?
Yeah.
Like those are my 3 questions. And so it's like, it's
and
it'll get bigger by default.
It's real easy. It's real easy to make that money and go, we got the best cover band in town.
Yeah, that's the thing, man.
You want to come dance and have a good time? We got the best cover band. We got the best people singing the best songs out there that other people wrote. And
I don't think I can do it.
Shout out Lunchbox.
No slights to them. Hey,
get your money.
Glad we
get that money.
Absolutely, money. I
love Journey,
and especially Derby Week. Those guys make a ton of money, and a lot of times it is people that are original artists, and they're suffering. They're just they're finally like, all right, I'm making $1,000 tonight.
It's hard, and if that's what they want to do to make money, that's cool.
But wouldn't it be nice if instead of pushing that as a venue, especially down by Churchill Downs and by Cardinal, L&N Stadium and the University of Louisville and downtown Louisville and, all the bourbon and blah, blah, blah. We're so Louisville, Kentucky. Aren't we pushing one of the, I think, most important things you can push is our music scene?
Absolutely.
I agree with you, especially around the University of Louisville campus, because you get a lot of younger people down there that are all looking for, the next thing that they can tell their friends about and be cool. Oh, have you heard such and such? Oh, I haven't really heard them. Oh, man, there's some indie band, man. You probably haven't heard about them.
Also, there's a lot of striving cats in that School of Music program, too.
Exactly.
It's a natural pipeline.
It actually is. There's a lot of people that I've met that have actually went through the Louisville Jazz program who have actually shaped, like just this year alone, like Joe, Coda, like
Casey Pals of the world.
Yeah, Casey,
there's a ton.
Kiana,
all those guys,
top tier people.
Harrison, there's so many School of Musician guys.
Yeah,
that travel in a pack, man, and they're believable. Was Cam
so good.
in U of L School of Music? Cam Gooden?
Cam, he's amazing.
He's the baddest dude in the history of the world, probably.
Yeah.
Shout out Maynard Crimson's good luck in
shout out. He dude's a thoroughbred.
Well, he's like one of those guys that you go, well, every bass, you could call him throw up the bass bat signal, and he could come and wouldn't miss a note.
Yeah, dude, he plays. Doesn't he play keys too?
But, I mean, I'm sure there's nothing.
I think he plays like everything.
Yeah. I think I've seen him play drums.
Yeah, he's one of him and like Sear Wilson. Those guys, it's like whatever, just grab an instrument and start playing.
But also, those are the people who I've performed with, and like just kind of talk to them. Just to kind of like get more like, like how do I do this?
Knowledge.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah.
And like they've just been straight up with me, like, you just got a network. Like, and, like a lot of people throw that word out like like loosely and very vaguely, but like really whenever you're like really like talking to these people and like, just whenever I feel like whenever they see that you're actually trying to do something, you know what I'm saying, you're like passionate about doing it, like they're like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, but also I feel like there's like a space where, like there's a lot of people who don't take it seriously, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they get in their face and they're like, you're so-and-so, and I don't want to come off that way.
There's also probably part of that when, you talk about people that dedicate the time and if you're going to talk when it's time to actually do the thing, you've got to be able to do the damn thing.
Oh, yeah.
They've got to know not only that you're serious, that you can speak the language, that you can, I assume, but they also got to know that you're working on your craft.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That you're entrusted with going, hey, we got a gig Thursday. Here's the music. See you Thursday.
Straight up.
For real.
When's practice? It's got to be sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, when's practice? There's no practice. Here's the music. See you Thursday. When's practice? It's like
practice at sound check.
Yeah. We'll run over half a chorus, weirdo. Why can't you? But the music's right here.
It's like, dude, you have Spotify.
That's totally. That's totally in my head, by the way. That could be wrong, but that's how I envision it.
No, but I mean, I feel like a lot of people just like you can tell when somebody is like 120% just passionate about doing it, because like even like with their small little like ticks and nuances about it, like you can still see like the glimmer, like the love,
fire in their eyes.
Yeah, like Dimebag called it like the ick, or they're not the ick, he called it the something or whatever, but it's basically about like the cringe. It's just like one musician hearing something and like, I don't know if I would have did it that way, but I like how you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Just like that.
Something
like,
that gives you the stank face.
The stank face. Yeah, like
it makes you. You know what it is, man.
Nasty.
I like anytime I play in a band. I always saying I like being the worst musician in my band,
dude,
because I trust. I trust my ability.
That's
I know where I'm weak and where I'm okay. Mm-hmm. But I like being the worst. Because I know everybody else, but I also like knowing that the other people take it seriously. And here's the assignment. Let's work. Let's do the thing, and let's do it together.
It's a little how I feel with these guys.
Yeah.
I do feel like the weakest link. Just for the record.
Well, that's the important thing about being the weakest link.
I don't know.
No, it's me, Sal.
No, but what I like the most is like mainly just how like everybody like. I don't want to say push each other, but we're always leave open space to be creative. Like I always like felt like I've never put myself in a creatively binding space. You know what I'm saying? And like I feel like whenever like I link up with like Brandon or like the TRiBE or like even with the homies like Sam, Alex, and Ben, like we've always just had that like just space of just like dude, we can do literally whatever. You know what I'm saying? We can fuck around.
Yeah.
We can make some cool shit. We can make some slow shit.
You can play some bullshit.
We can make bullshit.
Play some,
That's basically
go
what the
along
tribe
with it. Play
came
some
from,
George
for
Benson.
real.
Play the
It was just
Rugrats.
the idea of freedom. Like,
Exactly.
like instead of, like, because where we came from with Grub City, it was literally like who got the hardest bars. And, like, it was like you weren't going to be on the song if you weren't, you know what I'm saying, if your bars
Oh, no,
weren't.
they put you off.
Man, you have to rewrite your verse.
Yeah.
Like
Straight
there
up.
was a lot of hurt feelings like in that garage, man.
Who was in charge?
Oh,
That was
that's
Afro,
the thing. It was
wasn't it?
Afro.
I skate
but,
with
like,
that dude. He's cool.
Yeah, Afro's the dog. That's my dude. Afro Damas. Shout out to Afro Damas.
It was
Much
a
love.
different time.
But at the time, like everything was just so rapidy,
Aggressive.
Yeah.
and not even aggressive, but more so just
Like egocentric.
yeah. And that comes with a lot of, you know, I got the best verse over here. You ain't taking my verse off here, you know, that kind of stuff. But with the tribe, it was like, let's be the opposite of this. Let's just do what we feel like. If you want to go on here and just say yeah 50 million times to a beat, if it rocks, if it feels good, you know, that's just the song's yeah. That's
I
yeah.
feel-
Tribe, if you will.
Yeah, I feel like maybe not the opposite of what Grub City was. It was just like a different approach. It wasn't so being in the tribe isn't so competitive.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as competitive as being a part of some other record labels that I've been a part of. You know, and
that's really the thing, because like with the tribe, it was just more so like it's a tribe. So like
we push each other to be better, but we don't compete.
No, and everybody does something. The thing that makes it unique is that no one steps on each other's toes because everybody does something different.
Yeah.
So you're the master of your own thing. So it's like, bro, like we're not gonna come over there worry about fries if that's what you run over there. We don't do fries. We do burgers. So
He said, "Drop the fries, brother.
Like,
Drop the fries and handle
we're
your
not gonna be in the
BI."
fry station like, what's going on with these fries? Like, and I think we have a really good idea, especially having so many chefs cooking in the kitchen at once. Anyway, like using another metaphor, like, you know, when you have so many people creating around you, you want to respect that space. And also just know that that's what their superpower is. That's what your Justice League member is. Like, that's what you do. I'm not going to have you in here doing Batman stuff when you flash.
Well,
like,
and why would you want another person in there if you're trying to change them to sound like you?
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why would you want somebody trying to replace the world's greatest detective?
Thank you.
That didn't Ben, man.
Thank you.
Can't do that.
Ben out of left field.
Yeah.
Hello.
He said that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, everybody should have a Wu.
I heard they ain't nothing to fuck with.
No.
At all.
Dude, that's Sting.
And they for the kids.
I'm telling you, man.
But,
But I feel like everybody makes space for each other, and like there's like just a mutual respect.
yes.
And like with Alex, like we're always jamming like at Alex's place, and sometimes we'll have people over, and like there's just one person that just like you can tell when someone is like, you know, everybody can play a little bit of something, but you can tell when somebody is really aware and paying attention to like the room, and just like it's kind of just, you know, it's like music is a language. You know,
Well, and
everybody's-
not only that, but like I think that to you all listen. You know, you listen to each other.
Yeah.
You have to have
Yeah.
that to be able to create the space that
Definitely
you
a
Right.
skill to know, like you said, when
True.
to and when not to.
yeah.
Really important.
when to play, when not to play, but also, you know, you talk about everybody creates space because you hear what each other is doing.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, he you know, if say Alex is in the right in the groove of something and is just feeling it, everybody else give him space, back
Right.
off, do the thing, and that's something that we kind of go back to the beginning of this. Something that you're not allowed to do when it's all digital. There is no it's there. It's road mapped.
There's also a slight challenge in the aspect of this being lyrically, like vocally driven music, like someone's rapping, right? So it's like, wait, we're not supposed to just make crazy noises. Like the point of this is for
Yeah, we're
someone
not
to
the front
present a
guys,
song.
you know?
Yeah, like I need to chill out because there's like something else
Right.
happening.
That's
You know,
so-
whereas
yeah.
like when you're in a jam band, everything goes or whatever.
Right.
Like
I
this
think
is you're kind of like, well, I really can't step on toes here
Yeah.
because there's something else happening.
Yeah, I've definitely
Personally-
been that person before. Like, I have a bunch of synthesizers at home, and I've definitely been that person that's just like, you know, just like going crazy. And I try to learn from that experience, and I feel like everybody sits in the
me
pocket
too with
pretty
my
good.
pedals. I'm like, this isn't the time for
Yeah,
that. Like,
right.
I would
This isn't
be-
the time for the frog or the fart pedal or whatever. You know?
I'd be completely like lost on that aspect if it wasn't for high school band and middle school
Yeah.
band. And I think that's like where a lot of my I don't know. I don't know if you want to call it confidence or intuitive or just
Definitely.
going with
Where
the
you put your
flow
hours in.
sort of thing.
Confidence.
I completely feel that because as someone as well, I was in band from middle school, high school, and college. Like I went to K-State, marched up there for a couple years. So like,
Which play?
I played percussion. I played drums. Yes,
That's
sir.
a dumb question.
Yeah, we
Did
did
you
it all.
play snare or did you play time? Which
I played
one?
quads. Yeah, I played. Yeah, yes sir, yes sir.
Beautiful.
You asked about me. I'm nice. I'm nice. You know what I'm saying? I was nice up there.
Yes.
Soul to soul, soul to
Yes,
soul. Y'all know what it is.
sir.
Soul section
Yo.
#1, soul to soul. Y'all know what it is.
Man.
It's nice on the line.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to talk too much. You know what I'm saying? But
You can ask me.
I did my thing. But yeah, but going back to what you saying, like band, dude, like the
Essential.
You saw me earlier, like counting them off and like tapping them off, like that takes me back to like just band days. And one other thing I wanted to say was as far as the blending, I always think about it as like the Roots, like how those guys do it, like Black Thought and like Questlove. They have so much, you know, instrumentation behind them, and that's the same way. Like when I'm rocking with these guys, I try to think of myself, my voice as an instrument.
As an instrument, yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
Totally is part of it, yeah.
Well,
We've
also-
go ahead.
no, you go for it.
We've discussed that. We've discussed that before, you and I, and I think that was one of the things that, you know, back in the Grub City days that kind of made our styles evolve into, that made us approach music the way that we do now, was the fact that we had discussed, you know, well, technically when you're making a song, your voice is an instrument, whether you're singing or rapping. It's a part of the complete ensemble, and you have to treat it as such. Right. So you can't just approach it any, and there are people out there who do it who never figure that out. Right. So
Yeah, that's being an artist is figuring that out.
And figuring that space out for yourself.
And that's what was so, like, and just considering that ensemble, it's so crazy to hear him say that he has to stay cognizant of not stepping on toes, and he says that everything has to blend, and you say that people have to listen. It's everyone being cognizant of what the complete product is, the complete ensemble. You have to take your ego and put it on the back burner and understand that we're all contributing
We're
to
all
something.
just a cog in this machine.
Yes,
Big time.
absolutely.
Not only
Cog in the
ego,
machine.
times it's just like your natural impulse. Like we'll be down there and I'm like, oh wait, no.
Big,
Yeah, we're all
big
cooking.
less is more kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
Also, one thing that I've like from all right, so from the Grub till now, I've grown mainly because like being in the Grub made me realize it's just like, all right, dude, you can like rap. Not to say it like that, but you can rap. People
Own it.
People like rap.
Rap gets kind of boring sometimes.
But in a certain sense, is like sonically, I love when like artists, especially just like they're doing something like taking like a risk. You know what I'm saying? Not really taking a risk, but you just see them like slightly change. It's like, I don't want to do what I did last year.
Yeah.
I don't want to make the like a revamped version. I don't want to release a remaster.
Is it one of those things where true artist challenges themselves with new
Absolutely.
things?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a new canvas. Well, especially because I feel like
As a
during that
visual
time-
artist, you're a
during
total
that
visual
time
artist, yeah.
is when I was like learning more about visual art, and I was kind of starting to connect the dots. You know what I'm saying? And I was starting to realize I was like, it's all just like a different medium type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just really looking at it like, okay, I've never done a canvas piece. Like, I'm kind of scared. It's like, okay, let's take it back. Like, okay, what do artists do on normal canvas? What do I want to do? What do I want to change about that? What do I want to like add into it? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to throw some glitter on it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do I want to like,
Well, especially because
Dazzle that shit.
do I want to punch a hole in it? You know, like,
it's completely up to you. You know,
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
kind of the whole deal with every form of art. I mean, you can how you approach it individually, and visual art being way more individual, drums being an individual thing. But when you combine that with every other individual person doing their thing, and that's really when you express music, when you truly allow their art to intermix with your art,
yes,
to intermix with your art and your art and your art and your art, and you have the ability to listen. I I think you create nights like this when you walk
Yeah,
in.
I mean, this
you're
really
like,
was
holy
something
shit.
special.
beautiful.
Like,
Thank you.
it was, this was cool as fuck.
I keep hearing that over and over. It's still like, wow.
No,
Like,
man.
Yeah, it really. This has been dope. Like I
y'all
said,
have no idea.
I know Neil's done 194 episodes, but I've done 12, and we've had 12 really good acts coming here. Some of them like legit. Fucking like
Blow
great
your socks
singers,
off. You
yeah,
walk
blow
out
your
here
socks
going,
off.
what
But
the hell,
this is far like I mean, this interview's been fun too. But music wise, without a doubt, this was my favorite. My favorite.
Oh, y'all
Thank you so much.
y'all
Thank you so
really
much.
haven't
On
seen
that either,
anything
like-
yet because like we only
Better
gave
mean that.
you like maybe like 0.3 of a decibel.
Hey man,
Yeah, like
that's the point
we
of
haven't
this,
even
right?
scratched the surface. Like,
we
there's-
give you a taste and leave people wanting
Yeah.
more, so they can come see you
Yeah, for
when you
sure.
start booking these shows.
Let us put that foot in that door.
Yeah, man, it's time to be putting foots indoors.
Yes, sir.
All right, you
It's gonna
guys.
close the jet.
So for our listeners and anybody watching this, if they want to figure out what's going on with you on social media, if they can find you, that's also really what I kind of wanted to talk. But Spencer brought up something earlier. It's like, dude, they got this record, but they've got crazy amounts of singles. They got all these singles out.
It's
Absolutely.
over 30 singles.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Different, and not one of them was an album, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So like Damon said, scratching surfaces here with 4 songs.
Oh, yeah.
and new, 2 months into whatever this is gonna become is. I'm telling you guys, like Earl said, like Spencer said, even before the camera started rolling in, it's awesome.
Man.
Thank you.
Seriously, do what
that means everything.
Let's roll, get something going. Let's get you tied in with Earl and
Yeah,
whoever.
we'll have a
get locked
crazy
in.
fucking lineup on the show.
Yeah,
man. We'll do
Dude,
some
I
wild-
think I think everyone
stupid
needs
lineup.
that. I think everyone needs a crazy lineup.
Ah, yeah, let's do it.
it's
I'm all
that
about it,
time.
man.
It is Christmas, man. Let's give them a present.
Let's give him a crazy.
And a happy new year.
I'm gonna
filthy
say
animal. Yeah. So, for our listeners that want to find you, we're listen to all those singles, all that stuff. Give us all your promotions everywhere they can find you.
basically ill Vibe Tribe. If you Google ill Vibe Tribe, you can find all of our social media. We're on Instagram, it's ill Vibe Official. We're on Facebook, it's ill Vibe Tribe. We're on TikTok, it's ill Vibe Tribe. We are also on YouTube, it's ill Vibe Tribe, and all streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff, Google Play.
absolutely.
So ill Vibe Tribe, all the letters capital except the I's.
Put them eyes down, man.
Put them eyes down.
Makes it look real nice.
Yes, sir. Because the eyes, the individuality doesn't mean nothing when you're in a tribe, man. Like when you're in a family, like that one number is just another number, brother.
It's bigger than
Blew
me.
my mind. I thought
also
it just
just like
looked
a-
cool.
No,
yeah, the meaning
It
behind
actually
it,
comes
man.
from the 3 eyes. I'm a big wrestling fan, and Kurt Angle, he had a thing. It was like intelligence, intensity, and integrity, and those three, the 3 eyes.
I wish you told me that the day I met you.
And your third eye. Then your third eye, that's a whole different thing. Open up your third eye. It's a whole bunch of stuff. The eye.
Triple entendre.
Yeah, like, the eyes have so many different meanings. That's why all of our songs, if you see that as well, the eyes are lowercase because, it's about the tribe, man. It ain't about us. We do this, to uplift the tribe, man.
Beautiful. I encourage our listeners.
Yes, sir.
Watchers, definitely check this one out. And
The
man,
tribe has spoken.
The tribe. I appreciate you guys, man. I needed this one tonight, y'all, so I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for having us. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, that was straight up fucking awesome.